USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess is out today. She's on vacation. Charlamagne the guard.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Good morning.
Good morning, man. How was your weekend?
It was good.
Did you go see Wicked?
I did go see Wicked. I went to go see Wicked yesterday.
Okay, I went to go see Wicked.
Took the kids to go see Wicked yesterday.
What was your thoughts?
I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a good goddamn. That's just not for me. That's for the kids. I sat there, and then when it was over, I said to myself, "What was that?" and I saw the first one too with the kids, but I just don't understand why we got to make everything so dark. Why does everything from our childhood got to turn so dark?
I don't know. It was.
I didn't know that's how the Tin Man became the Tin Man. I didn't know that's how the Scarecrow became the Scarecrow.
You're right, yeah.
Cowardly Lion didn't serve no purpose. I thought he was gay back in the day, but now it's just like, I don't know what he does.
Yeah.
He's just there. And then my oldest daughter was telling me how Wicked was a book before Oz. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dorothy ain't even had no face. They didn't even care about Dorothy.
No, I fell asleep one time. My daughter had to wake me up. But you know what I realized taking my kids to the movie theater Saturday?
What, it's expensive?
It's expensive as a mother.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Don't even make no sense.
When my kids said they wanted a slushie, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, actually, that might be a Christmas present. I might have to let them know, like, that's part of y'all Christmas. Cause that was this.
I was like, there's no way this is expensive.
No, it's ridiculous.
You know, then they had the nerve to say, Dad, can I have some chicken fingers and French fries? And I wanted to say no.
And I didn't know the Scarecrow and the witch was hunching.
Yeah, you didn't know that? I didn't know that either. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were humping either.
And then I was just sitting there thinking, what is his penis like now? Because, the reason he became the Scarecrow is because they put a spell on him.
Yeah, they put a spell on him, and she said he can't die.
Exactly.
Right.
So how did that affect everything else, like down below? And I don't know, man. It was just, whatever.
Whatever.
I could care less. I mean, it made a lot of money.
It did. I had to check because I was like, there's no way that this is going to break the first one. I was like, because it's too expensive. And I'm like, everything out here is expensive. But nah, it did.
And I don't think I like musicals either. I like a play. I like them in a Broadway play, not in a movie. When I'm sitting in a movie theater, I don't want to break out in song every 20 seconds. I ain't with that.
I ain't
but yo,
I ain't love it
ain't for me. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it ain't for me. I'm a 47-year-old grown-ass man. I was born in 1978. Okay, I care less.
Yeah, no, my kids loved it. Nah, they loved it. They broke it down after. They they knew everything about the Tim, everything. They broke it down. They were happy. They were excited.
So angry.
He was.
I would have been mad.
Wouldn't you be angry too? If you've been through what he was through, you'd be pissed off too.
Yeah, I would be
mad.
Did
that man dirty. And salute to all the Munchkins out there, man. Munchkins need
they weren't really Munchkins though. Well, they were just like regular sized people. You know what I'm saying? You know all the little people that need work out there? Yeah,
but they were considered Munchkins. So Munchkins need a union, man.
They were just Munchkins in name. They weren't even Munchkins in the movie. Like,
Munchkins need rights too.
The odds I knew they had actual little people.
Right.
Okay.
But they wasn't Munchkin, but I guess they couldn't find people to play. I don't know.
There's plenty of little people out there. Now you're going to have a bunch of them out there protesting.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
We don't exist in me.
All right.
You don't see us.
All right. No. All right. Let's get the show.
Look down.
Jesus Christ. Let's get the show cracking. Brandy Evans will be joining us. You know her from Reasonable Doubt Season 3 and also P-Valley. She plays Mercedes, so we're going to be talking to her. This is Caregiver Appreciation Month, and she's a caregiver to her mom, and she'll break down everything that she has to do and that's involved with that. So don't go anywhere. And then we got front page news when we come back. Mimi will be joining us, and we got to break down the football scores. I think my Giants are just losing on purpose at this point. I think they're just trying to...
That's what you're telling yourself?
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. A lot of sports. Let's jump right into it. Salute to Devin Haney. Became a 3-weight world champion in Saudi Arabia after defeating Brian Norma Jr.
Dropping the clues bombs for Devin Haney, man. Devin Haney looked good. He looked really good at 147.
That's right. And also salute to the Gotham Football Club, women's soccer. They celebrated. They won over the weekend, and today is their ticker tape parade. They beat Washington Spirit 1-0 if you're into professional women's soccer. And Shedeur Sanders became the first Browns quarterback to win his first career start since 1999. They won over the weekend. They beat the Raiders 24-10. Now, also, the Seahawks beat the Titans. The Ravens beat the Jets. The Packers beat the Vikings. The Giants lost to the Lions, but I think they lost that on purpose. If you've seen that game, you understand why.
Shut up.
The Patriots beat the Bengals. Jaguars beat the Cardinals. The Falcons beat the Saints. The Rams beat the Buccaneers. And, your Cowboys won, luckily.
So first of all, slow down on that one. Say that one real slow.
I said it. You heard me.
Say the Dallas Cowboys busted the Philadelphia Eagles' ass. Okay? Say that.
All right? Y'all should have lost that.
And we 5-5, baby. 5-5-1. Right back at 500 where we need to be. So you know what that means?
What?
We going to the Super Bowl,
oh,
baby.
My goodness.
Okay?
Delirious. Now tonight in Monday Night Football, the Carolina Panthers take on the 49ers. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MB. Good morning, Charlamagne. How
Peace,
y'all
Mimi.
doing?
Let's see you.
Good morning. Okay, so we start this morning with President Trump escalating his feud with Marjorie Taylor Greene, taking shots at her on Truth Social all weekend as the fallout continues from her surprise decision to resign from Congress. In a new post, he referred to her as Marjorie Trader Brown, and said she, quote, went bad, and says he stopped returning her phone calls. Now, Greene, for her part, spent the weekend pushing back, defending her record, and making it clear she has no plans to run for president in 2028. Her resignation takes effect January 5th, 2026, marking one of the most dramatic breaks between Trump and one of his earliest and most vocal MAGA allies. It also leaves Speaker Mike Johnson with an even slimmer majority heading into 2026. Let's listen to some of Marjorie's resignation speech.
Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for.
Well, meanwhile, Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, she's questioning Greene's decision to step down, saying she couldn't handle being on the opposite end of the president for 1 week. Let's listen to that.
You know what? Honestly, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You're on the other side of the president for 1 week and you can't take the heat. Imagine what it is to sit in my shoes, to not only be on the opposite side of him, but to have people like her who are constantly fanning the flames. So, this really speaks to the fact that Marjorie, who has been an instigator of a lot of this hate that we see as it relates to the MAGA movement, it's just interesting that I don't know if she really fully understood how bad she was making it for other people. And now that they're doing it to her, I just got to say, well, why is it that everyone else is able to stand and you can't?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Greene's term, it was supposed to run through January 2027. So she's walking away a full year early. And in her announcement, she says she didn't want to have her district be put through a hurtful and hateful primary, especially after President Trump signaled that he may back another candidate against her. And Zoran Mondami, he is back in New York this morning after his meeting with the White House, a conversation with President Trump that both sides they described as productive. The mayor-elect, he spoke with reporters in the Bronx yesterday after church, saying the discussion focused on delivering for New Yorkers with an emphasis on cost of living and affordability issues. Now, Mondami said he's heard from residents who were encouraged to see both leaders address everyday concerns. President Trump, he also praised the meeting, saying the two agreed on a lot more than he thought and that he wants Mondami to do a great job. Now, the meeting, it didn't stop reporters, though, from revisiting past comments. One notable moment still trending this morning came when a reporter asked Mondami whether he still believes the president is a fascist. Let's listen to that exchange.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
Well, yeah, so that was that exchange. And Mondami says he's taking the relationship one meeting at a time, but he left the White House feeling good about that initial conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any politicians call each other fascists, authoritarians, wannabe dictators, communists, none of that kind of rhetoric anymore. It's all dead, because if you call someone that and then turn around and say, but I'm willing to work with them, it looks hypocritical. Mm-hmm. And there is no such thing as working with fascists. That's not how fascism works. Fascism isn't a normal political disagreement. So politicians need to stop using that kind of language because you don't believe it. Leave that type of commentary for the social media crowd and just go do your job, as a politician. Because I feel like that rhetoric is irresponsible, in this climate. It riles people up. It makes folks mad at each other, fighting in the street, trying to kill our political opposition. Meanwhile, the politicians is working with each other. No. So they need to cut it out. There's people not even going to eat Thanksgiving dinner this week together because they got political differences. Meanwhile, these politicians are working with each other. We need to learn to work with each other too then.
All right.
Very well said. All right, well, coming up at 7, the USDA says most of us are still doing one thing wrong in the kitchen for Thanksgiving, and it could be putting your whole dinner at risk. We'll explain in the next hour.
And everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Let me know how your weekend was. If you need to vent, you need to get some things off your chest. Phone lines are wide open. Again, 1-800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, good morning, Charlamagne, DJ Envy, Me-Day.
Me-Day, what's up?
Peace, Me-Day.
Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, Charlamagne, I got to talk to you for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Why you had to get felt up by Asian dudes at the nail salon?
He likes it, too. You see, we went back.
Listen, all I said was that when I'm in there sometimes getting a manicure, one of the guys that work there, he'll come up behind you and give you a little shoulder rub, and it was cool.
He liked
it. You get into it. And it's fun, but the weird thing was that you was like, oh, I don't want Envy to show up so he don't see it.
No, what happened was
don't catch you slipping.
No, what happened was last time I was in there, Envy's wife and his daughter was in there, and then I saw homie lurking, and I was like, man, don't come rub my shoulders right now, because I didn't want them to go back and tell Envy, because I know they would have made it weird.
Hey, yeah. Go ahead, keep telling yourself that, man. Hey, I love the Breakfast Club as a staff, record label, and as a crew. Happy birthday to baby Peyton, 28. That's my birthday, too.
Oh, yeah.
I love y'all.
Thank you, brother.
That's right, yeah. My baby's birthday is the 28th, November, coming up in a couple of days, Black Friday. Have a happy birthday, brother.
But you know what this crazy though? Why like football players, basketball players got male therapists, physical trainers that rub them down all day. I tell one story about an Asian man giving me a shoulder rub, and now I'm questionable.
You always been questionable, so that's not the thing. You've
crazy.
always been questionable. It's not like one time you've been questionable. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. How are you?
How are you? What's your name, brother?
This is Jonas.
Okay, get it off your chest.
Two things I want to get off my chest. One, I want to talk about if the mayor spoke about to Trump about the ICE situation, what's going on in New York City. Mm-hmm. And for example, they've been attacking a lot of different cultures, like the Haitians, the Chinese, and they've been attacking a lot of different nationalities in certain areas, but they're not going to target or certain areas like where the claims are,
Yeah,
which is really sad.
Yeah, and ICE says they're definitely going to ramp up operations in New York City, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Which is just getting out of hand because a lot of these people are immigrants that work hard, they're paying their bills, especially a lot of vendors who work in the street, in the subway, and they're basically trying to support their families. It's not fair how they're being taken advantage of and targeted, for ICE. Or basically picking on them for no reason,
Absolutely.
Yep.
So the second thing I want to get on my chest was that I want to let you guys know I have a film. I'm a director. I'm a producer and an author. And I have a film streaming on Amazon Prime and on Apple TV. It's called Messiah's COINTELPRO. Talks about the Ciofalo who were already talking to black leaders at the time. And it's a big film that's basically a lot of talk about awareness about what we went through during the time of segregation. And, at the time of, Jim Crow, when you guys had Andrew Young on your phone, in your interview, I wanted to talk to him. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to do so. And it's a big thing I wanted to discuss about the racial, what our leaders went through at the time, during that time with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, how they were targeted, and how basically the COINTELPRO was very exposed to talking to our people.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Hey, your voice is giving me anxiety, man. I feel like I want to catch you. I feel like you're about to fall. I don't know why it sounds like you fall.
Sorry, man.
I just want to catch you. I feel like you keep every time I hear you, I just want to reach out for you.
But thank you for calling, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, this is a very. This conversation makes my anxiety go up. Like, bro,
get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got the latest with Loren. Ja Rule calls a bunch of people vaginas. We'll tell you who when we come back. We'll let him break it down. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Oh God, ain't no Loren.
Shut up.
You about to try to do this? You ain't did this in a while.
We're going to try it. Morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fan.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everybody.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Well, LL Cool Bay is not here. Loren, she's on an island somewhere from what I saw
she's
on her
vacation.
Instagram.
Yeah, she's on a little birthday vacation. So she sent me everything to do this morning, all the latest to do.
I saw a picture she posted, and on the glass it said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" I'm like, y'all just getting to that phase? You flew her out the country to ask her to be your girlfriend?
I don't know. I didn't look that deep into it.
I just saw it pop up on the story. I don't know. Maybe it was in her close friends. I don't remember.
No. All right. Well, anyway, now this latest is all about concerts and all about performances. So we all know Ja Rule almost got jumped the other night at the Monica and Brandy tour. So he's finally speaking about exactly what happened during that situation.
Start walking to the stage, sneak me, snuck and punched me from behind. 3 tried to punk. And I'm just saying, it happens. It can happen to anybody. You know, happens to players too. Get no points for that. No real points for that. At that point, we scuffling. I see Artie diving across the mother. He's grabbing it. He's tussling him with it. I'm tussling him with it. As I'm moving, back, I can stumble over some. Back Joe is there. Rich is there. It's just a melee. These is grabbing me back, making sure, all right, trying to get between everybody that's going on. Security's coming. It's a melee. So anyway, just kind of disperses and people disperse. So I'm screaming and yelling. We eventually get to moving out of the building and get to the downstairs area, like the players area where they park and then we leave out the building. Nothing more to say.
Yeah, so he said he was walking to the stage. He said he wasn't at a staring contest. There were no words, just somebody try to punch him in the back of the head.
I think this whole situation is ridiculous. And Ja's right. It can happen anywhere at any time. It can happen anywhere at any time, but it shouldn't. Okay?
That's right.
This is a Brandy and Monica show, R&B with grown-ass men. Where are you? Where can you be comfortable at?
Well, he talks about if this would have been a white event, he feels like things would have been different.
I want to address how hip-hop concerts and white concerts and country concerts and rock concerts and pop concerts are policed or secured. Like, if I was Bruce Springsteen at the mother concert and get attacked in the back, you think the assailants could make it out of the building without getting arrested or something happening? See, this is how they do black business as usual. Nothing happened, nothing to see here. These animals. But I digress.
He's right. Mm-hmm. How come there weren't any arrests? We don't have any suspects. Like,
nobody apprehended nothing.
Nobody apprehended nothing. Like that can happen, and just everybody go on about their day.
Just keep it going. Going. Show goes on.
He's absolutely right. That would not happen at a white event.
All right. Well,
no.
He's
absolutely right.
That was Ja breaking that down. Now, JT. She is done messing with you old heads now. This kind of reminds me when I was with Loren at G-Ho, which is Homecoming, and she said, I want to hear Sexy Red, and they started to boo her. Well, she performed at Jeezy and Friends, and when she performed...
Jeezy and Friends.
It was a show in Orlando, Jeezy and Friends. She was, I guess she performed during that show, and she didn't get the reaction that she wanted, so she said this in the middle of her performance.
I don't got time for this tonight, okay? I really don't. When they be putting me on these shows now, with like the legends, I don't know if I'm a YN or an OG, because y'all be looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm 33, I'm y'all age. I need y'all to have fun. Like, don't be staring at me. Don't be looking at me crazy. I think it's my last time with okay? I will not be doing no more shows with you. I'm done. But I had so much fun, and I cannot wait to see the legends hit the stage. Good night.
She tired of your ass.
Well, listen, was she opening up?
Yeah, I guess she was
opening up.
I'm sure
she was
opening
up.
Jeezy and Friends, so yeah, I'm sure she was opening
But
up.
also, that's in Florida, JT. That's your backyard. Like, they supposed to know some of them records. Or maybe she should have went out there and did some City Girl records.
Maybe.
By the way, I don't know what she did. So I can't even say she didn't. But I would think that, if you maybe go out there and do a couple City Girl records, you probably get a better reaction. I think JT is dope.
She is dope, but it's two different generations, right? So if you're going to see a Jeezy show, you're probably 40 plus, right?
Well, I'm looking at the lineup. It's Jeezy, the friends with Plies and Boosie.
Plies and Boosie.
And she can go out there and do a couple City Girl records and the crowd will know those, bro.
Maybe she did her own and they didn't know that.
That's what I'm thinking happened. I got to see the set list, but I'm thinking that she probably went out there and just did some of her own records, and they probably weren't as familiar with her solo catalog as they would be a City Girls catalog.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She says she ain't doing nothing with you legends anymore, with you old heads anymore. Now, also, Cash Money.
What you mean with you? Like you ain't an old head.
I am
you
old
swear
head.
you're not 48 because your beard died.
Just for men.
Whatever. It still died.
Well, Cash Money, the Cash Money Millionaires 30th Anniversary Live in Concert Tour stopped at the UBS Arena in New York City, and people are mad. You know why they mad?
Why?
Because only two members showed up. Only BG and Juvenile. There was no Lil Wayne, no Birdman, no Manny Fresh, no Turk, nobody else. And people are like, I paid for Cash Money. I want to see Cash Money.
I didn't even hear about that show until I heard about this kerfuffle, this little incident that the only two of them showed up. I didn't even know they were having a Cash Money reunion show in New York City.
Yeah, people are upset about that. Also, Lloyd, I don't know if you've seen the video. Lloyd was performing
Hilarious.
on Friday, and he tripped over his own feet.
Hilarious.
And did a face plant right on the stage, and he talks about what happened.
And I fell. That's what happened. I tripped. I was doing my signature slide. It's the coolest, smoothest in the show, bro. And I crashed, bro. And I feel like all my cool points is out the window. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, whenever I fall, I just gotta lay there, bro. I just can't get right back up and act like, oh, I gotta lay in it. And that's why they ran out there. They like, yo, come on, get up.
It's just a reminder, Lloyd. I think Lloyd is about 39. I think he'll be 40 next year. Like top of the year, he'll be 40. Right? Like January something.
Yes.
So it's just a reminder that you're almost 40. That's all.
That's right.
That's all.
And lastly, in some positive news, well, the Boy Is Mine tour stopped in Norfolk, in Newark, New Jersey. And Beyonce came, Jay-Z was there, Solange was there, and Miss Patti LaBelle touched that tour. They said it went crazy when Patty performed over the weekend. Mercedes when they said it was just, she just killed it.
That's two generations of Godiva chocolate goddesses right there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Rowland and Patti LaBelle. Right? Don't ever play with that type of melanin on stage. You hear me?
Not at all. Lola Brooke also came out in Newark, New Jersey as well. And that is the latest with Loren. All right? Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Mimi will be joining us, and then Brandy Evans will be here. You know her from Reasonable Doubt. Also, she plays Mercedes on P-Valley. So
Hello,
we'll talk
Mercedes.
I said Mercedes.
See, you did too much talking.
That's
See,
right. You're right.
You did too much talking and your mouth started to malfunction.
Too much reading. I'm reading. Yeah, she plays Mercedes on P-Valley. We'll talk to them next. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. Fall for a sexy billionaire or a brooding duke. Dive into a romantasy series or the perfect enemies to lovers rom-com. Your first love story is free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/breakfast club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. Now we got to congratulate Devin Haney. He became a 3-weight world champion in Saudi Arabia. He defeated Bryant Norman Jr. So congratulations to him.
That was a good fight card this weekend, too.
Mm-hmm. Also, we got to salute the Gotham women's soccer team, Gotham Football Club. They celebrated. They won the championship. They beat Washington Spirit 1-0. Today is the ticker tape parade in Manhattan. And also salute to Shedeur Sanders, became the first Browns quarterback to win his first career start since 1999 when the franchise returned to Cleveland. They beat the Raiders 24-10. Now, the Falcons beat the Saints, Jaguars beat the Cardinals, the Patriots beat the Bengals, the Lions beat the Giants. I think we lost on purpose. The Packers beat the Vikings, Seahawks beat the Titans, the Chiefs beat the Colts, the Jets lost to the Ravens, the Eagles lost to the Cowboys. Damn it.
Yeah, I like how you slowed that down.
Oh, shut up.
It was a great game, too. We came from behind.
Let me guess. You like that coming from behind. Let me guess, you going to the Super Bowl, huh?
We always going to the Super Bowl. 1 year. One day before I die, we will be going to the Super Bowl. Okay, it might be this year. You never know.
It's not going to be this year.
You never know.
The Rams beat the Buccaneers, and in Monday Night Football, the Panthers take on the 49ers at 8:15. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MB. Good morning, Charlamagne. How y'all
Peace,
doing?
Mimi.
Good.
Good morning. Okay, so we start this hour with growing backlash to a new rule that could change which degrees qualify for full federal loan support and reshape entire career fields. Now, under President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, the Department of Education is updating what it counts as professional degrees. Now, that designation matters because it determines how much students can borrow. So up to $50,000 a year for a professional program and just over $20,000 a year for everything else. And here's what's making people sound the alarm. Nursing did not make that professional degree list. So neither did physician assistants, physician therapists, educators, social workers, architects, accountants, engineer, counselors, therapists. The list goes on. And there's a lot of different categories under there. But the degrees that did make the cut include just things like medicine, dentistry, law, pharmacy, veterinarian medicine, clinical psychology. Now, nursing groups, though, they are warning that this could be devastating. A bachelor's degree in nursing can cost up to $210,000, and without that higher loan limit, many students simply won't be able to afford the path into that profession. And this is coming at a time when the U.S. is already short tens of thousands of nurses and instructors. And other fields, they say the same. Fewer students today means deeper shortages tomorrow. And the Department of Education says the concerns are exaggerated and that universities have had a blank check for too long. And this comes as the administration is moving to fold the Department of Education into other federal agencies, a move Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is defending by saying the Education Department has no use. Let's listen to what she had to say.
The Democrats' reckless 43-day government shutdown did manage to do one valuable thing. It proved that America does not need a federal Department of Education. During the longest shutdown in history, the Department of Education furloughed 90% of its staff, and America's education system was not impacted whatsoever. Schools stayed fully open across the country. Students attended class and received normal in-person instruction, and our wonderful teachers received their paychecks uninterrupted.
Well, we know that's not true because dozens of Head Start programs across the country were forced to close during the government shutdown. We talked about that, and many more were days away from shutting their doors because those federal grants did not come through. But this new rule could take effect July 2026 unless they change it. But students in these fields, they will face major financial barriers, and communities could see even deeper shortages in careers that they rely on the most. Have you guys seen this chatter on social media? About them doing. Go ahead.
I did, but I thought it was just the nurses. I didn't know it was. You said architects,
social workers, yeah,
therapists,
mental health professionals, from therapists, counselors. Yes, it's a whole group of people.
So, if architects, nurses, and therapists are not considered professionals, what are they considered? Like, these are some of the greatest public servants we have in our society.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the uproar right now on social media is what is happening, because these are professions that people have, spent their entire lives in. And now the government is basically telling them that it's not a real profession anymore.
So what if I owe money on student loans for one of these?
Oh, you still owe the money.
Yeah, you still got to pay.
Damn.
You still got to pay.
You still got to pay. But if you want to go to school and you want to become one of those, you will not have the opportunity to get that much money. And that's the problem. It's going to deter people from wanting to be any of those professions because they're not going to be able to afford it. That's what's going on.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So, and the concerns about the future staffing shortages, they tie directly into the bigger picture of where the job market stands right now. So the long-delayed September jobs report is finally out. And for a lot of families, it's just putting numbers to what they're already feeling. So if you've been job hunting longer than usual, if your hours got cut, or if your paycheck, it isn't stretching the way it used to, then you've been living this report in real time, because the economy, it added only 119,000 jobs in September. That's a little better than expected, but the unemployment rate still climbed 4.4%, and that's the highest in nearly 4 years. And when you include people who can't find full-time work or have stopped working altogether, that real number is about 8%. And those numbers numbers reflect real pressure on families, more job searching, more extra shifts, and people just trying to make their paycheck rise after everything else is going on with inflation and grocery prices still rising. So the report, though, it also shows a split economy. Healthcare, restaurants, and social services, they added jobs. That's the work you see in your neighborhoods every day. But sectors that usually provide long-term stability, like transportation, warehousing, and professional services, they lost jobs. Now, those losses rarely trend online, but they matter to people who depend on steady hours and benefits. Now, more people are coming back into the workforce. That's what the jobs report showed. They said that full-time work is up, but that's also a sign of how expensive life has become. More people, even retired people, they need to come back into the workforce because they have to keep up with those full-time bills. And so remember, though, that this report is only a snapshot. Because of the government shutdown, it's backed up from 2 months ago. And so it really doesn't capture what's happening right now in November. But even with the lag, the message is clear that the job market is cooling. Prices are still high and the economy feels steadier on paper than I'm sure it does for many people at their kitchen table. Yeah, we'll continue to watch what that looks like. And switching to something a little lighter, before we head into the holiday, we're going to talk turkey, literally. So the USDA says most of us are still making the same mistake in the kitchen every year. So I'm going to ask y'all, do you wash your turkey before you cook it?
Yeah, you got to wash all your meat. I would think I grew up in a household. Man, shut up, Envy.
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, I can see it in your face. I grew up in a household where all meat was washed. Yes, my wife washes meat now. Everybody washes meat.
Yes, everything got to be clean.
So the answer is yes. Okay, well, the USDA is out with this annual warning, and they say do not wash your turkey before cooking it. They say a lot of people still believe in an old school myth that rinsing a turkey cleans it, but they say that it doesn't. They say washing that raw bird can actually spray bacteria up to 3 feet around your kitchen, onto the counters, your clothes, and even the side dishes sitting nearby. They say that even with all this information and science, 60% of Americans still wash their poultry, but the USDA says the only thing that kills bacteria is heat. So cooking your turkey at 165 degrees in the thickest parts. Also, this is what they want you to do. They said pat it dry, season it, and then put it straight into the oven. No rinsing, no sink parade, no quick splash. I know that sounds weird to me too because, you know, I grew up, we wash our meat, we wash our poultry. I don't understand how you just season it and put it in the oven, but that is the recommendation.
Well, that recommendation came from white people. I'm positive. You're stupid. That's number one. And, you know, the USDA ain't never talked about people farting in the kitchen. You don't think about that, do you?
What?
Okay. Yes, farting spreads bacteria too. The same way they talking right there, farting spreads bacteria. And, you know, women be walking around the kitchen with leggings on, just chefing it up, no drawers, letting it loose in the kitchen. Okay.
Jesus.
I know, Envy.
I don't know how we got there.
I don't know how we got there either, but I'm going to bring it back just a little bit. And so just because we're officially in Thanksgiving crunch, they said that just as a reminder, your turkey needs 24 hours to thaw out. So for every 4 to 5 pounds, you need 24 hours. If you have like a 20-pound bird, it needs 4 full days. So if you haven't taken it out right now, would be the perfect day to take it out. And since we're on the subject, how long, because the USDA, they have recommendations for this. So how long are your Thanksgiving leftovers good? Like how many days do you guys eat your Thanksgiving leftovers?
Sunday night's the last night. Monday, everything goes in the garbage.
Sunday long, bro. That's a long time. Sunday's a long time.
Nah, Sunday.
Thursday to Sunday?
Yes, Thursday to Sunday. Thursday I watch the game, and then Sunday I watch the game. So Sunday everything goes in the garbage because Monday's garbage pickup.
And I'll be honest with you, I think Thanksgiving food is trash. The older I get, like I like stuffing, I like some yams. I don't really care for turkey like that. I don't like mac and cheese like that no more. Like I don't even care for Thanksgiving food.
See, we do a little Caribbean food, so we do West Indian food. So we're gonna have some oxtail. We're gonna have jerk chicken. So
well, see, my aunt does that the day after Thanksgiving. My aunt does like all the seafood, so fried fish, fried shrimp. Yep. I look more forward to that meal than I do Thanksgiving.
What does USDA say?
Well, the USDA, you're about right. It says 3 to 4 days. So after 3 to 4 days, you have to throw away the food. But I mean, if you like it that much, they said you can freeze it and keep it for 2 to 6 months.
Well,
all right, y'all.
Thank you, Mimi.
So Thank y'all. That is your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV. For more stories, follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
All right.
Mimi,
Now,
Mimi.
when we come back, Brandy Evans will be joining us. You know Brandy Evans from Reasonable Doubt Season 3. Also, she plays Mercedes on P-Valley. And we're going to talk to her next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
So how you feeling, first and foremost? How you feeling?
I feel good.
You
I feel amazing. It's Caregiver Appreciation Month. Speaking of taking care of my mama. So this is my respite break, too. Just being out here in New York, doing what I want to do, seeing some art, enjoying some cold weather, because I feel like we don't really get that in L.A. So, yeah.
What's all the caregivers out there, man? Break down what exactly do caregivers do, because it's such a unappreciated service that they provide.
That's a good question. Everything. Care. Like for me, my mom, Diana Harrington, she has multiple sclerosis, she has Alzheimer's, and she's paraplegic. So basically, it's like having my newborn with me at all times. And it just depends on what you're dealing with. It could be from feedings to doctor's appointments, emotional support, just sitting with them, taking them out. You just never know. But caregivers need love and check on us too, because we ain't all right all the time.
That's right. And you know, people, I'm sure, I don't know if you're through the system, but you know, people can get paid for that.
Not everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that. New York is a blessing. LA is a blessing. I think I heard Florida has a little bit, but everywhere else has been frustrating. That's why I had to move Mama from Memphis.
Wow.
So, and then I moved her to Atlanta season 1 when I was filming P-Valley, and had to move her back because I lost all my benefits. So we just did Care Fest out here, and that's what we were talking about, getting the care, because people aren't doing it. And all of us are either going to be caregivers for somebody or somebody's going to care for us.
That's right.
At one time in our lives. So I don't know what's up with the government with
so
that.
who does care for you then? Because you've been doing this for a long time. You take
You're
care
not gonna
of
make
your
me cry,
mother,
Jess.
friend. No, I don't want you to cry, but I've
yeah.
watched your journey just over the years, even before I met you. And you are like, your mom is your baby.
That's my baby.
Okay? In between roles, and I even shot a project with you.
Yep.
And on a break, you on the phone, Mama, making sure everybody is in place while you're doing the things that you have to do to keep making the money.
Right.
And then as soon as you finish shooting, you with your mom. You wake up, you go back on set.
That's right, because during Pretty Stoned, I had Mama in the hospital. So I was on the phone with doctors, and they were like, cut. And I was like, hold. And the doctor stayed while I did a scene on the phone and came back. So, yeah.
Rehearsing lines and remembering a script and everything like that. So.
My friends and family. I will say more so my friends. No knock to my family, but my friends are the ones that are out there with me. People like Ivari, who's with me here when I'm filming season 1 of P-Valley, had a caregiver walk out. And I checked the live camera stream. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on in Mama's room? He had connected all of my friends together, and they took turns taking care of my mother while I filmed because the caregiver walked out. So my friends are my ride or dies. Yeah. Sasha, you know my bestie, Sasha. Sasha's at the house with Mama now. Like I just have a good village, good chosen family, which is a blessing.
Would you ever put a lot of people talk about putting their moms or parents in a home. Would you do that? And why
so
would
glad
you,
you
or why
said
would
that.
you?
Actually, I promised my mom I never would, and she did go in one. So that's my story. On her birthday in 2014, she had a fall. I was dancing background for Lettucey at the time. My little brother called me. He was like, Mama fell. She has to be in a rehabilitation center. And I'm like, the one promise I made to Mama, which was never put her in a nurse home, she had to be in it, but never again. So that's when I fought for my life, started teaching dance classes all over the country, and asking every celeb I knew, like, I don't need your money, but just a repost is a blessing. Yeah. And we raised $14,000 in 4 days, and I got my mama out of that nursing home. Wow. And that was December 21st. It'll be 9 years I've had her since that day.
The reason I ask is, sometimes parents will say, you know what, I don't want to be a problem with your family.
Right.
Like, I don't want to, mess up what you have. So put me in a home so that way there is help. And then there's some people that say, you know what, I'll never put my mom in a home. But having that care 24/7, I mean, I'm sure it's almost impossible, right?
It is, and it's $9,000 a month,
right?
To be exact.
So my wife's mother had dementia and Alzheimer's, and we had a full day. Right. And if we didn't have a nanny helping, it would be almost impossible. Yeah. Because there's been times when she done walked out the house and just kept walking. There was times where she didn't know where the toilet was, so it's like having a newborn at times. Yeah. There's been times when there's so much going on. So how do you deal with that 24/7 and still work and still take care of yourself?
God, because at this point it's just got to be all God, because I'm so exhausted in New York. This is the first time I don't have the baby monitor by my ear. And so when you hear that cough, you don't know, just like with your baby, are you choking or are you coughing? So then you're getting up, running to the room, trying to have that rest. It is exhausting. It is very exhausting. But I also don't knock people that have to do that because everybody's situation is different. I think that if you have to put them there, you got to stay on top of them. I was stalking the home. Like, I was showing up. I was popping up. At one point, they was like, we feel like you watching us. I am.
Damn right.
I am.
My mom.
Because it's my mom. And that with where she was, my mom probably wouldn't be alive right now if I wouldn't have gotten her. One time I popped up and mama was like laid over with a fever and I had to break her fever. By the way, you can break her fever with alcohol. Just rub it on the baby's back. Mama taught me that when I was a little girl, rubbing alcohol on the back. But yeah, I honestly don't know. I'm working through it with therapy and just trying to find my peace and taking more vacations and things for myself too. And that's hard too, because now Mama had a meltdown about me coming to New York. Because she's like, "Why are you leaving me?" And I can, with kids, I know y'all overstand. You don't want to leave the babies, but we got to work. We got to have some time for us because I can't pour from the empty cup.
I love this conversation so much because years ago, God bless the dead, Andre Harrell called me and had a whole conversation about this exactly and introduced me to the world of caregivers and introduced me to a woman named Gina Lisa Montecero, and she's the founder of the Medicaid Advisory Group, and they're a consulting company who assists elders and family caregivers.
That's amazing.
And so, she helped my family with some stuff, and she's helped a lot of my friends. I think it's just something that people don't know about.
Yeah, and we don't think about it until we have to be in that situation.
That's right.
Because I never thought about it, and then I realized, this Medicare, Medicaid, all the different things, it's hard. And if you don't have it, you can't get your supplies, you can't pay. And paying for these supplies at the house is very expensive if you don't have that help. So.
And that's what Gina Lisa does. She helps you just navigate the healthcare system because it's complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they don't want us to know about it.
At all.
They definitely don't want us to know about it. So, yeah.
All right, we got more with Brandy Evans when we come back. You know her from Reasonable Doubt. She also plays Mercedes on P-Valley. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Brandy Evans. You know her from Reasonable Doubt, Season 3. Also, she plays Mercedes on P-Valley. Jess.
So you said therapy, so you are currently...
Yes, I got to find a new therapist, though. The last one I had, I'm like, it's been a minute, and she ain't really answered that phone, so I need to find me.
Yeah.
But then it's finding the right people, and then trusting people, too. Because I'm like... It's like I don't really want you to talk about what I do. I just want to be Brandy. I don't want to be the actor. I just want to be Brandy, the caregiver, and just talk about things. Yeah. What about y'all? Is that hard for y'all to do when you go to therapy? Y'all go to therapy?
I'm on my second therapy.
See what I mean? We got
second.
Yeah. Trying to find that right fit. It's like dating.
Yeah, I haven't. I hear that it's like dating. I haven't started therapy yet. I would like to, but I haven't started yet. But I hear that a lot in people. Like my son's father, he's like, "Yo, I just can't find the right person,
the right one."
You know what I mean? And then he also battles with trusting. Like, yo, how can this person tell me anything? How can he fix me if he never been through what I've been through? If they don't look like me, or so he's battling like trying to find a black man to talk to.
Oh, I got a good one for him.
We need to share. We need to talk about that.
My first therapist, I wanted somebody that was completely opposite. So I actually was looking for like an Asian woman, but then I ended up with a white woman, and she was cool. But it is something about having a black male therapist who's culturally competent.
Yeah,
because you don't got to explain too much.
Right,
to him, you know what I mean? A lot of things he already understands.
Yeah. Now,
but yours is gonna be kind of hard because he had to deal with you. So I need to.
You know what?
Excuse me.
I need somebody that's never mind.
I didn't mess Rome up. Rome messed me up.
Wow.
Like how I'm doing. I'm doing good.
Wow.
I'm very better now. Anyway,
very better.
So definitely back in bookstores next year. Pre-order now.
Anyway, season 3 of Reasonable Doubt. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
What drew you to the character Monica?
Well, first of all, I wasn't drawn at all to the character Monica because she's a mess. But I was drawn to the show. Total opposite.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to be on Reasonable Doubt. I've been watching the show. It was on my vision board. And I wanted to do something different than P-Valley. So, but then when Ramala called about the director session, I was like, oh my Lord, Monica. And I didn't find out till after I auditioned what was happening. They gave me the storyline and the arc of this, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good, and they finna drag me in these internet streets. But that's when I knew it was gonna be worth it. And it's a great story, not a great, but an important story to tell because have y'all seen it yet? It's okay if you haven't.
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm playing an agent, and there's this child star named Ozzy Edwards. And just like most child stars, they growing up with, they got the money, the fame. But the gag is I'm his agent who's been molesting him since he was 13 years old, which is terrible. But a lot of times people let that pass with boys because they think, it's dope that there's an older woman trying to turn him on, but it's not cool. So he kept it hidden. The secret comes out, and it's a gag.
Are you okay?
Wow. And I have 6 nephews.
You trying to be funny?
Are you okay?
Piece of shit. Okay. That's why you can't share nothing with people. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
But that's exactly you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm asking.
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay. He's in therapy. Are you?
No, but I didn't want to make sure he wasn't triggered because that's what happened to him. He was molested by an older woman.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
But the reason he wanted it to stop, that's why it happened.
But Brady, okay, so
the reason he wanted it to stop is because she had a jerry curl.
I didn't like the smell of her jerry curl. That's what I told myself.
So yeah,
but I actually didn't like what she was doing to me.
Okay,
but I told myself it was the smell of her jerry curl when I was 8.
Okay.
Yes, but
and you know what? Different things to cope. This young man on episode 9, the younger version of me says to him, "Oh, I'm sorry to know you were gay," which is terrible. And that's what I feel like some women will do to young boys too, to try to push them off and make them feel like, that's why you won't be attracted to me.
She started calling me ugly.
Yeah, they do all types of stuff, and she was wrong, not you. So
well, you was talking about her jerry curl.
But then when he got older,
men, just talk to your therapist, okay? There's never a safe space.
But then when he got older, it happened again. He would sit on laps. It was just the reoccurring cycle.
You know how much work it was to get a good jerry curl back in the day, and you could say you didn't like it. You would have been ugly to me too, boy. What? And I'm doing all this work. What?
Well, the finale dropped last week.
Okay.
And at the end, because his attorney, Jax, who is Emiatsi, she plays the star in the show.
Yes.
Well, she finds out what happened. She puts Monica on the stand, and it comes out to the family, everybody. And then at the end, Monica decides to go in and shoot the place up.
So, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we don't know who she shot.
So what's the hardest emotional place you've ever had to go to for a role? Was it that?
Probably that. Absolutely. Wow. I got 6 nephews. And so just to think about my baby boys, I'd be in jail or hell.
Did you think about not doing that part, though, because of it?
Absolutely not, because I think it's my job as an actor to tell the stories, even the ones that are difficult. And I've had fans that are like, I can't believe you would do that after Mercedes. We love Mercedes. Why would you come do this? Maybe it'll make you pay attention to your baby boy when they come home.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll make you ask different questions, or if you see him shifting. So that's why I always want to take on roles that tell important stories.
Yeah.
How do you have those conversations afterwards?
We work out. I love working out. Going hiking. But honestly, I be with mama so much I just have to tap away from it. But yeah, just staying in touch with who I am. And step 12 of the actor handbook for me is let it go. So it's not real.
I was going to ask, so how are you with your nephews? Do you have different conversations with them now? Like, hey, let me talk to you for a second.
Oh, always, because I know DJ, because I know you listening. Yes, my nephews are cute too, so I've already had that situation with them, with older women, and I pick up the phone and call. I told one girl, I was like, I will find you and you will go to jail. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
So an older woman did try to holler at one of your nephews?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
Said they absolutely. Mm-hmm. They do it all the time. I mean, so I'm not crazy. So seeing this, I also did my research on it, but I've also seen it. I'm the only girl. So I've seen how the women act. Your brother fine. He's married and he's younger, so yeah.
Do you look at people, do you look at people differently when you see so now the big thing in our community is you'll see like a 30-year-old dating an 18-year-old or a 40-year-old dating a 20-year-old. Do you look at people differently now because of that, because of the role you play?
No, I don't think so. As long as they are of age, I need them to be of age, because I mean, as long as they grown, that's their business. I stay out of it. Yeah. But underage, I'm absolutely against that. I'm snitching.
I think it's very important that you did bring up the fact that when it's like a double standard, it's like when it's a woman,
right,
who is older going after a guy. A young guy, people tend to leave that.
Yeah, it's okay. You did that. That's you pulled her. It's not okay.
And the whole time you don't even know how the young person is thinking. These young men, their minds are not even developed. They trying to be cool. At the end of the day, and the whole time it's like, damn, I was really molested. That's
right.
Inappropriate.
Yep.
You wouldn't even make jokes about it if it was a woman.
No, that's a very good point. Yeah. That is a huge point. No one's making a joke about it when it's a woman. Why are we joking about it when it's men, though? That's a wonderful question.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't try to act fake deep now.
Yo, not chill. You make fun of it yourself.
That's the reason we do.
It's how you cope. It's how you cope.
I'm really hurting on the inside.
You want a hug?
No, I'm just joking. Listen, Brandy, when you think about your evolution from dancer to actress, what part of your past shows up the most in your acting today?
I think as a dancer, we learn how to take direction, and we learn how to take direction quick because you ain't got time for that. If you were Lori Ann Gibson and she said, I need you to point that toe and get to the end of the stage by the next 8 count, you're going to figure it out. So I feel like I took that, especially with on P-Valley, because we had to do dancing and things of that sort. I was able to take that direction. So I think directors enjoy that. And I've always heard that dancers are the best actors because they can take direction easily. And we have thick skin. So you literally could yell at me and be like, that sucks. I'm be like, for real though? What you need on the next take to make it not suck? Like, it's real hard for me to get in my feelings about that.
All right, we got more with Brandy Evans when we come back. You know her from Reasonable Doubt. She also plays Mercedes on P-Valley. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Brandy Evans. You know her from Reasonable Doubt, Season 3. Also, she plays Mercedes on P-Valley. Charlamagne?
You know, people talk about the physicality of P-Valley all the time, but what's something mental about that role of Mercedes that people don't realize takes a
Oh, that's a really good question. My back is still in the workman's comp, though, right now. But I think mentally, for me, let me just say, because I taught high school English, so then I jumped into that accent so hard back home that a lot of times my friend be like, "You, can you get out of Chuckalisa? Because what happened to what happened to your dialect?" So I feel like it shifted that, but mentally, we were filming so late at night. You almost felt like you were a part of that world so much. You're going to bed when the sun is up, and then you're going to work, and we're literally on set at 2-3 in the morning, and then going to bed at 7 a.m. Like you were really immersed in that world. So I think that this season you're going to see some things, and you'll understand when you see it that it took a lot for me to get some of those things out of my head. Season 2 was tough because of my daughter and the abortion scene and all of that information. But my daughter passed away, so I had a stillbirth. And so she would have been the same age. Lyric would have been the same age as Azaria or Terica on P-Valley. So that part, mentally for me was tough because I felt like Azaria was like my daughter in real life. So things like that, detaching from that at times.
So those scenes were emotional.
Those were the most emotional, but they were the most beautiful to me because it felt like I got my baby in a sense. It's like God gave me Azaria, who played Terica in that same age. So it was like I was able to have my baby girl.
In season 2 of P-Valley, now that you say that, you were more. Your Mercedes definitely was more emotional, and it was a lot more scenes where the viewers were crying too. It was
all the stakes at hand of trying to save her baby, and that was the whole thing, just trying to make life better for herself and her child.
And then her mother,
exactly.
Mercedes' mom,
exactly.
That relationship was very tumultuous.
And that was my real life a little bit, not like that. And she wasn't Patrice Woodbine,
right?
But me and my mom had a tumultuous relationship, so I was able to.
Or dancing?
And what was that?
I'm saying over
just in life. No, not just in life. I think it was just that mother-daughter dynamic sometimes that could just be like that. But when I start caring for her, that had to because you got to forgive. Wow. But I was able to use P-Valley season 1 to get out everything I'd never say to my mama in real life. Oh, I get to say what now? Okay. So just healing through P-Valley. I feel like that was a very healing.
That is a great segue because I was going to ask you, playing that dynamic change how you see generational trauma?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just talking to someone about that. Certain things, is it necessary? Is it necessary to get that whooping? Is it necessary to beat them? Can you actually talk to them and tell them what's going on? Can we communicate better? So I do think playing those different roles, you don't have to yell and scream and belittle. Because the same person that you're belittling is the same person you want to come to you and trust. That they can tell you their deep secrets. Come to me. We don't want to. We scared. So that to me made me pay attention to, if I'm blessed to be able to be a parent, I would parent so differently. But I also, the older I get, I also know we all do the best we can. Because I feel like all of us, our kids could probably say the same thing. Like, well, you did this, you did that. You're doing the best you can. And the older you get, you start realizing, you know what? Mama really did the best she could.
But I do realize as a parent, every child challenges you differently.
Absolutely.
Like, you think you're going to parent all of them the same.
You can't?
No. No. I mean, there's a core foundation of love, right? You know you love them, but no, they all will challenge you in different ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you challenge your mother?
I don't know. Mama would swing on me so quick. I don't know that I got that challenge. I might have tried to challenge one time and never again. I still to this day, but I also love that healthy respect. Yeah. Because to this day, I don't care if she in that wheelchair. I'm not going to go talking crazy to her at all. That's my mama. And I feel like you only give one. You respect your parents.
Yeah. So, how does she feel about your success? Have you ever just sat down and just talked to her about it? How does she?
I'm not going to cry.
Yeah.
I don't know that she knows.
Yeah.
The Alzheimer's of it all. I don't know that she knows. Almost every day I'm reminding her of who I am.
Yeah. Does she remember you? I was going to ask that.
At days, yes. Sometimes she doesn't, and I go and hide in the closet, and that's the biggest acting job I've ever done. I'll go put myself on speakerphone, and I'll go call her daughter, Brandy. And then I'll hide in the room and talk to her, and I'll come back, and it's like almost like the Notebook sometimes. Like she remembers sometimes she doesn't. I'll say, where do we live? She'll say Memphis because she remembers Memphis. But then I'll point to myself on the screen. And she saw Reasonable Doubt and had an attitude. She was so upset. I was like, Mama, it's not real. I really did not touch that boy. But then then I'll come back and then she'll be like, I'll be like, that's me. And she was like, really? So it's just... I've learned to not make them confused more and just be like, yeah, you know what, it's okay. It's okay.
That was one of the toughest things I ever seen my wife deal with. We were actually on a plane. We were coming back from overseas, Dubai, and we were in first class, and she got up, and she was trying to go downstairs because she said she had to go to work. And they're like, go to work? There's no work. So she woke up. I was like, no, Mom, this, that, and the other. And she did not know who her daughter was.
Yes.
And my wife started crying because she was like, how does my mom not know who she was? But then when I got up, she knew who I was.
It's
and it was
crazy.
the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing. Like she knew me. Hey, Rashawn, I'm just trying to go to work. And I'm like, no, Mama, we're in a plane. But she didn't know who her mom was. But when we landed, she did. But it was just it hurt so much because she was like, this is my mother. I'm her caregiver. I'm the one that makes her take her medicine and washes her
and we're in public.
her.
We're on a plane.
Yes.
It's very
my mom asked me for her car keys the other day. I just went and laid them on her lap. Like, you just gotta at this point we just smile and play the game. I said, where are you going? She's talking about to drive to Turl. She's from Turl, Arkansas. I was like, okay then. I was like, well, it's a little late right now, but I'm gonna put the keys right here. I'm gonna go to bed. I've learned to play with it, but then I go back in that room and cry. Because I try not to cry in front of her, but it is the hardest thing ever. It's like, Mama don't remember me. But she asked me that time, like, what's your mama name you? And I was like, Brandy. She's like, oh, me too. And I was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't know it's me.
That's the question. What if you'd have went to sleep and heard that car crank up?
Listen, I probably would have been happy. I would have been happy. But like, girl, get in the passenger seat though. But yes.
What's a lesson from real life Brandy that Mercedes desperately needs?
Ooh, that's a good question. Mercedes is pretty dope. Maybe that even when things look like they aren't gonna go the way you want them, to keep going. Don't let it break you. Because I feel like at times you saw Mercedes break a little, but she always pick herself back up. But I think I've gotten better with, as of late, just being like, all right, it's going to have to work out. Because a lot of times we freak out first and then we circle back. I'm getting better. I ain't there yet, but I'm getting better with just being like, it just is what it is. It's going to work out.
Yeah.
So let's flip it. What's a lesson from Mercedes that real life Brandy needs?
That hustle. Oh, that's good. You know what? Don't be afraid, because I think about, Mercedes going after her gym, and I want to write my book. So as you call me out on this in this moment, what you so scared of, Brandy? Write your book.
Don't write that.
Write your
story.
book.
Yes, Brandy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, because she went after it anyway and I always keep saying, yeah, I know, but I got time to write. I got mama, I got this and that. Mercedes figured it out.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah. Thank you. That was a good question.
I had to get my girl up here. I love
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank y'all for having me.
That's right. It's Brandy Evans. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
again.
you
and
so
good luck
much.
with everything.
Yeah. Thank you. And y'all make sure y'all get y'all some caregiver merch. Absolutely. I have a Caregiver Strong merch. Shop.brandyevans.com. And I have one that says, a shirt that says, I don't have the capacity, because it's okay to not have the capacity sometimes. And one that says Caregiver Strong, because it's a different type of strength when you're a caregiver.
All right. It's Brandy Evans. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right, let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a street fat.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Now, Lauren's born day was Saturday.
Correct.
So she's on a beach somewhere.
That's right.
That's right.
So
What bay?
Lauren sent me
Which bay, though? Did we figure out which one?
She said her only bay. Now,
Okay.
Lauren set me up with all the rumor reports. So she said, hope you're doing okay and getting through the TNV. I can't wait to get to the pool after I sober up.
I don't want to hear you spill no tea.
And tell Milk Dud Thumb Head Ass.
Who that is?
You! We've been at the going out stage, but I've been extra about him formally asking for a while, and he must have been tired of hearing my mouth, so he asked me. So,
all right, let me get Pastor Joel back up here and explain to you the difference between a girlfriend and a wife.
Oh, you better stop it.
No, because I just saw the picture. What we talking about is there was a picture that Lauren posted on her story, and homie had put the roses and everything
The
all over the
roses
place.
in the heart. It's all
had,
nice.
But it said on the window, it said, will you be my girlfriend? I'm
Yeah.
like, huh?
Well, that's what she said.
Took out the country to ask that?
All right. She said, stop, Milk Dud Dumb
You
Head
can ask
Ass.
that in the tri-state.
All right. Now let's jump into it. So she sent me Summer Walker. Now, Summer Walker was trending all weekend because she sent Rich the Kid a voice note that basically said, you can stay with your chick. I just want to be the side.
I'm not gonna bother y'all. Like, you can buy me a new phone so she don't know the number and save it under Pizza Hut for all I care. I'm not gonna post nothing because y'all was never gonna stop each other anyway. That's why I just kind of just it up because she was acting crazy. She's always acting crazy. She be fighting people and everything, calling the flower shop looking for the address. Like, I don't have time for that. I can't have a serious relationship with someone when they baby mama act like that. So I'm so glad that y'all are back together. I want y'all to be together forever, and I just want to with you because y'all was never gonna stop each other.
Now we're talking about
Can
Rich
I say
the Kid.
something?
That you're a changed man. You're evolved. What?
I thank you for reminding me.
What
All
you
I'm
say?
simply saying is, I respect it. Like, I respect the side chick who knows their place. She don't want to be the turkey. She wants to be the yams.
Right.
She want to be the stuffing. She want to be the mac and cheese.
Now, Rich the Kid is in a relationship with Tory Bricks.
Yes, salute to Tory.
And Summer Walker said, look, I know what it is. You got your thing going on, and I will be the side. And that audio leak, people believe Rich the Kid leaked that audio. So after the audio leaked, Summer Walker responded and said how she really felt.
I just want to be the side. That's what I was saying. Like, I just want to be the side, and I just want you to chill. I don't like him enough to lay up next to him every day. I don't even know how you do it. I'm not going to start talking about him. But you know the things about him. I was just trying to play my little position. He clearly won't stop, and you know he's obsessive. You can, say that you're going to leave him alone, and he will just call you back to back to back. Get to call your friends, get to call your manager, get to call your assistant, get to sending stuff. It's like free money. Every now and then you just give in. Both of y'all are older than me, by the way. You're an old and that's an old ass. I'm still in my 20s. Why would we be on the internet as adults? We all have kids. Like, why are we even doing this? I just didn't even get the point of that. But anyway, I'm going to say whatever I got to say to that babe. You think I really love him? You think I really want him? If I did, you would be cooked out on the street. That is obsessed.
She just wants to be the yams. Like, she just wants to be the mac and cheese. She just wants to be the stuffing. Hey, man, there's a part of me that respects it.
But women are mad saying that this man is in a relationship, and if she knows she's in a relationship, she should fall back.
Yeah, but I wonder if two women could ever come to an agreement about this man, because there's a lot about what she said. And I want to take it out of them because I don't know any of them personally. I'm just thinking about some of the stuff she said. She said, yo, if you know your man is out there doing dirt or whatever, right, and you're not going to leave him, I don't want him. I just want to be with him every couple of times. What did SZA say? I just want to be on the weekend or whatever.
Correct.
Could two women ever come to an agreement about that? I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Well, Rich the Kid responded.
Begging, everybody heard the voice now. Now you still calling me right now, so what you saying? Talking about she could have had me, but she was begging.
So I didn't understand nothing he said. What did he say?
He said she's still calling right now that she's the one obsessed. That's what he's basically saying. So I don't know what happens. I don't know what goes on in that relationship. Now, sadly,
I think we should open up the phone lines next hour.
What you want to ask?
Because I just want to have a conversation about this. Because I saw this situation this weekend and I was just thinking about it and I was just like,
oh, you was thinking about it?
I was just thinking about it from the perspective of I kind of respect where someone coming from. She just want to be the side, but you got to get the turkey to agree to that. Right. The turkey got to agree that you can be the side.
Right. Well, And some sad news. It seems like Candy Burris and Todd Tucker split after 11 years of marriage and 2 children. They had decided to split ways and get a divorce. Now, people are assuming Loren sent me this clip and said play this clip because she believes this is where it comes from.
Well, I'm going to be real with y'all. For y'all women who are bosses and have all this money and got this extra, I understand the double standard, but I think you also need to understand the man that you're with, the man that you chose and you're allowed to choose you, that you can't be so mine. You have to open up within reason. I'm not saying going by no Bentleys and doing dumb, but you got to invest in y'all and y'all future, and you got to let your man feel like a man in those scenarios. Because with all the money that you have, you can end up by yourself. You know what I mean? Because at times, that type of energy of it's mine, it's hard to hear someone say it's mine in a relationship that's supposed to be it's ours. And not saying, and not, time out, can I talk? And it's not about, hey, I got this 10 million, let me give you 5. It's not that. It's more so just knowing like, yo, we got each other, you know, whatever. Let's build, let's make it happen. But when you hear a person say mine a lot, that shit sticks.
Yeah, so Lauren saying that she feels like the reason of the divorce could possibly be because he wanted more in a relationship. I don't know. This is Lauren's thing. And that is the latest with Loren.
The biggest problem with the summer and Tory and Rich
you back at that. All right, what?
Is none of that should be public. Like that should
correct. That's what she said. That's what someone said.
Yeah, that should have been a conversation amongst them if they was really serious about the whole Polynesian sauce thing. What is it? Polyamory? Whatever. Polynesian. Poly.
Yeah,
right?
poly.
Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
whole poly thing. Because I've heard Summer say that. I heard Summer say that just now. She cool with just being the stuff in the yams, the mac and cheese,
Sides,
the side.
right.
SZA wrote a song about the weekend.
Right.
Clearly, there's people out there that are
comfortable with that.
Cool with that.
But
you got to get the turkey to agree.
Well, you got the main has to agree.
The main has to agree.
And we'll open up the phone lines.
Yes.
800-585-1051. Is this a situation that can work? I guess that's what we're asking.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I agree with it.
No.
I'm just saying that there's a part of me that can understand where everybody comes from.
I can't even understand. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I do. I do. I respect where Summer coming from. I respect what she's saying.
But not if the main doesn't understand. It's like it's not an agreeable
that's my
thing.
point. Then that's what I mean. Is this something that could actually be a thing?
Okay. All right.
Because even when she said, I don't even know how you lay up with him all day. Like,
right. What?
They be wanting to get rid of us sometime.
All right. So we'll open up the phone lines and have that discussion. And lastly, I forgot to say that somebody sent her 10 boxes of Pizza Hut because remember she said you could buy me a phone and say it's Pizza Hut under it. So they believe Tory sent her like 10 boxes of Pizza Hut because they said she might have been starving.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but let's talk about it next time.
Yeah, we'll open up the phone lines and discuss. All right. Now, Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, I was inspired to do this after watching Mayor-elect Zoran Mondani and the 47th President of the United States of America, 45 and 47, Donald J. Trump have their meeting on Friday. So I just want all these politicians who be using a certain kind of rhetoric to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with them this morning. I'll explain more.
All right, we'll get to that next. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Donkey of the day for Monday, November 24th. It's inspired by the meeting between Mayor-elect Zoran Mondani and the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. If you haven't heard, on this past Friday, Zoran Mondani and Donald J. Trump had a meeting at the White House. Okay, according to statements and reporting, they discussed affordability, the cost of living crisis, public safety, economic security, and federal-local cooperation. Zoran expressed that even with deep ideological differences, there has to be a practical working relationship between the federal government and New York City. Let's listen to some of what was said.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay.
It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
Would you feel comfortable living in New York City under a Mamdani administration?
Yeah, I would. I really would. Especially after the meeting. Absolutely. We agree on a lot more than I would have thought.
I am really looking forward to delivering for New Yorkers in partnership with the president on the affordability agenda.
So we're going to help him, but I really think he has a chance to do a great job. I'll be cheering for him.
Didn't mention anything about America or...
I think he is going to surprise some conservative people, actually, and some very liberal people. I think I met with a man who's a very rational person.
So, well, they're being very cordial to each other, very nice to each other. I completely agree with that. And anyone who thought there wasn't going to be a working relationship between New York City and the federal government doesn't understand politics. But the reason I have gathered us here today is because I don't want to hear any politicians call each other extreme names like fascists, communists, authoritarian, wannabe dictator. None of that kind of rhetoric can come from politicians anymore. It's all dead because none of y'all really believe it. Okay, and if you call someone that and then turn around and say, but I'm willing to work with them, it looks very hypocritical. Okay, leave that type of commentary for the pundits, all right, like myself, for the social media, YouTube commentator crowd, and y'all go do your jobs. Okay, go govern, go be diplomatic, go do the politics thing, all right? That rhetoric is irresponsible in this climate, all right? Both parties rile people up, have we the people mad at each other, fighting in the street, fighting online. Some folks literally commit acts of violence against their political opposition. Meanwhile, the politicians are out here working with each other. Okay, do we not remember some of the things Trump and Mamdani said about each other? Let's listen.
It's going to be hard for me as the president to give a lot of money to New York because if you have a communist running New York, all you're doing is wasting the money you're sending there.
We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford, where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism.
This guy is a communist at the highest level, and he wants to destroy New York.
I will not be intimidated by this president. I will not be intimidated by anyone because my job here is to serve the people of this city.
This communist from New York someday gets elected. I can't believe that's happening. That's a terrible thing for our country, by the way.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
Blah, blah, blah. It's all political theater. Okay, and it's irresponsible because they got us out here choosing sides, gang on each other. Meanwhile, they working together. How you gonna be mad at a person because of who they voted for, who they supported politically, but then watch the people you support be willing to work with them? I know some of y'all out there saying, but they politicians, they have to work together. Yes, they do, and they should. But stop with the extreme rhetoric like fascism and communism. Okay, Zoran Mamdani was on NBC News yesterday, and he said he still believes Donald Trump is a fascist, but he's willing to work with him. Let's listen.
In that press conference with President Trump, a reporter asked you whether you believe that President Trump is in fact a fascist, a word that you've used in the past. You were about to answer, then President Trump sort of jumped in and he said, quote, "That's okay, you can just say yes. It's easier than explaining it." So, Mr. Mayor-elect, just to be very clear, do you think that President Trump is a fascist?
And after President Trump said that, I said yes. And
so you do?
And that's something that I've said in the past. I say it today. And I think what I appreciated about the conversation that I had with the president was that we were not shy about the places of disagreement about the politics that has brought us to this moment. And we also wanted to focus on what it could look like to deliver on a shared analysis of an affordability crisis for New Yorkers.
Listen, America, my name is Leonard McKelvey, commonly known as Charlamagne the God, and I believe words matter. Now, I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, but based on everything I know about fascism, if someone truly believes a political figure is a fascist, then the idea of working with them is contradictory. Okay, fascism isn't a normal political disagreement, all right? Disagreeing on tax rates is a normal political disagreement. Economic issues, environmental concerns, those are normal political disagreements. Fascism is not, okay? When you call someone a fascist, you are accusing them of being fundamentally anti-democratic, authoritarian, and willing to use the power of the state to crush opposition, okay? If you believe someone is fascist and historically and morally, you resist them or use institutions, law, and coalitions to contain them, okay? Limit their power. You organize against them, litigate against them, but you don't collaborate because collaboration with a fascist regime, even on small issues, legitimizes it. So if Zoran truly believes Trump is a fascist and working with him makes zero sense, but this is my issue. He doesn't fully believe Trump is a fascist, just like Trump doesn't fully believe Mondani is a communist. It's all political theater. Now, there are a lot of things Trump has done and has said that look like fascism and authoritarian strategy to me, but I feel like that's the media's job to call it out, okay? Politicians clearly can't do that because the words don't match the actions, and that's when you just look like a dishonest politician who says whatever to get elected, because once again, if you think someone is a fascist, but you believe you can work with them, that's where the question of hypocrisy becomes unavoidable. Okay, listen to me. I know I have a lisp, all right? So you don't take me serious, but you can't call someone a fascist and then treat them like a normal political partner. Those two positions contradict each other. So the real question for Trump, okay, Mondani, the real question for Trump and Mondani, you know, these are what should be asked of them. Hey, Trump, were you exaggerating when you called Mondani a communist? Hey, Zoran, were you exaggerating when you called Trump a fascist? Or Zoran, are you now minimizing fascism by agreeing to work with Trump? Or Trump, are you minimizing communism by agreeing to work with Zoran? Here's the answer to all these questions. It's politics as usual. And I'm sick of politicians doing this because, once again, you know who it hurts the most? Us. You done told your aunt and 3 of your cousins, F you not invited to Thanksgiving this year because of who they supported politically. Meanwhile, the people we supported politically are willing to support each other. If Zoran and Trump can be in the White House smiling at each other and excessively touching on each other, then you and your family can enjoy Thanksgiving dinner together, okay? Listen, to all elected officials, if you call somebody a fascist or communist but then sit down and work with them like everything is normal, you make those words meaningless, all right? It's dangerous to do that. It's dangerous to weaken those terms, and it confuses the public, all right? When you call someone a fascist or communist, it's supposed to mean something serious. You talking Hitler, Mussolini, and politicians are using these terms for emotional leverage, not accuracy, and the danger in that, people, the public becomes numb to real authoritarian threats. Please give every politician who has done this, because it's not just Mondani and Trump, it's all of them. The biggest hee-haw.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you for that donkey today.
Yes.
Now, quickly, if you're just joining us, 800-585-1051. Summer Walker, she was talking about her relationship, or the relationship she wants with Rich the Kid and his baby moms, Tory Bricks. This is what she said about that relationship.
I'm not gonna bother y'all. Like, you can buy me a new phone so she don't know the number and save it under Pizza Hut for all I care. I'm not gonna post nothing because y'all was never gonna stop each other anyway. That's why I just kind of up, because she was acting crazy. She's always acting crazy. She be fighting people and everything, calling the flower shop looking for the address. Like, I don't have time for that. I can't have a serious relationship with someone when they baby mama act like that. So I'm so glad that y'all are back together. I want y'all to be together forever, and I just want to with you because y'all was never gonna stop each other.
All right, you can stop it there. So what's the question? What's the question?
I just want to know what y'all think of this.
All right.
That's it. I just want to open the phone. I just want to know what y'all think.
585-1051. We'll hear your thoughts when we come back. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
She doesn't want him. And something else she said in that conversation, she said, you know he out there doing dirt anyway, and you ain't going to leave him. Right. So it's almost kind of like what is this, like synchronized cheating in a way?
Swimming? What are you
know
talking
what I'm
about?
saying? You know what he's doing. You're not going to leave him, so you might as well do it in a contained environment. You know. So I'm just my other thought is I just wonder could that work for some women?
But this is the thing. We understand what Summer wants, but we don't know if that's what Tory wants.
But that's what I mean. I wonder if that could work for some women. Meaning, if you're a Tory or just any woman who's in that situation, and you got your man Monday through Friday, this other chick just want him on the weekend. Is that something you're willing to do?
That's called an open relationship, right? Where you can
Polynesian sauce, polyamory. What is it? Polyamory?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's the neo. But the whole thing is they have to know.
I don't know if it's the neo though, because.
Why?
They're not all together.
Oh, because they all stay in the same house.
So, I guess it is an open relationship.
Yeah, but it's an open relationship. If Tory knew, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
And that's my biggest issue.
But Tory didn't know.
Yes.
But people are mad at Summer because Summer's saying, I know you don't know. And I know that y'all back together, but this is still what I want anyway.
Well, Summer should have went to her woman to woman.
And said.
And not woman to the internet. Because now you make it.
Well, Summer didn't go to the internet. The audio was leaked. But Summer was like, "Why? We grown. Why can't we just deal with this behind scenes?"
Leaked. Come on. Leaked from what? Who leaked it?
Someone wouldn't want that out there.
Only 2 people could leak that.
Yeah, but someone wouldn't want that out there.
Maybe we don't know that.
You're right.
She might want to force the issue.
You're right.
She might want to force the conversation. She might finally want to have the conversation. Now the only way for her to have the conversation. I don't know.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. All right, we have. Hello, who's this?
This Angela.
Hey, Angela, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so I feel like with the whole Summer situation, it could be a man that, it could be 2 women that agrees to share a man, but I feel like the man is going to always want more. Of course, don't nobody want to eat turkey and sucker all the damn time. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, okay. So you saying if the women agree, it's cool?
If the women agree, it's cool, but it's not going to be just them 2.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I guess everybody should just be honest with their wants in this situation. If this what the man wants, he should say it. If this what the side chick wants, she should say it. And the main chick is actually the one who decides it all.
Right.
Right? So she has to have a say, too.
Hello, who's this?
This is Courtney from Detroit.
Hey, Courtney, what's up?
I didn't think I would get through. Good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, Jessica Best, Lady from Loren.
Good morning. Talk to us, Courtney.
So, Summer Walker. Why are you trying to? I love her. I love Summer. I don't want to make this bashing Summer session, but she brought it on herself. Because why are you trying to be in a serious relationship with someone that's already in a serious relationship?
Well, hold on now. That's not what I got from what she said. What I got from what she said is she don't want to be in a serious relationship. She's content with being the mac and cheese. She do not want to be the turkey.
Charlamagne, she want to be in a relationship. The only reason that Summer is coming out saying, "Oh, I just want to be the side," is probably because Tori made Rich the Kid cut her off and post all that, and she hurt about it now because she was saying, "Oh, I'm happy you went back to your baby mama and made your family work." Why even try to be with the man? You got kids yourself. You know how it is to be a baby mama. So why even get in the mix of somebody else's baby mama, baby daddy, drama? Whatever they got going on, whatever Rich the Kid do to Tori, that's them. But why you trying to get in it?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with it. That's what probably happened. He probably got caught up, and his girl said, "You know what? Post all this to show the world what it is." But Summer's still standing on business. He's like, "I don't care. I still want to be the side," but she has to agree with it.
I'm just taking her for her word,
and that's an open relationship.
Yeah, she says she want to be the side. I guess that's the question here. Like, can you be okay with an open relationship? I just think that there's a lack of honesty that's happening in this situation because I know plenty of people who can be honest about their wants, and they can make all of this work.
Neo.
Well, Neil different because Neil got all, but I mean, Neil, yes, but he got all of them living together. This ain't even a living together situation. This is just, your man out there doing dirt. He doing it with me. I don't want him. SZA wrote a whole song about it that was a hit record, and y'all loved it. You played it on this radio station 100 times a day.
You're right. Well, let's discuss. We'll take your calls when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Summer Walker, and she talked about the relationship she wants with Rich the Kid, and this is what she said.
I just want to be the side. That's what I was saying. Like, I just want to be the side, and I just want you to chill. I don't like him enough to lay up next to him every day. I don't even know how you do it. I'm not going to start talking about him. But you know the things about him. I was just trying to play my little position. He clearly won't stop, and he's obsessive. You can, say that you're going to leave him alone, and he will just call you back to back to back. Get to call your friends, get to call your manager, get to call your assistant, get to sit and stuff. It's like free money. Every now and then you just give in. Both of y'all are older than me, by the way. You're an old and that's an old ass. I'm still in my 20s. Why would we be on the internet as adults? We all have kids. Like, why are we even doing this? I just didn't even get the point of that. But anyway, I'm going to say whatever I got to say to that babe. You think I really love him? You think I really want him? If I did, you would be cooked out on the street. That is obsessed.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Hello, who's this?
It's Maisha.
Maisha, talk to us.
Yes. Yeah, with the Summer Walker thing, I'm not, me per se, me being a country woman, I'm not okay with being a side. I'm sorry. I had a that tried me, but, too many broke that trying to have multiple women.
What you talking about being a country woman? I'm from South Carolina, okay? My daddy had a whole other family.
Oh, my roots from.
Listen, my daddy had a whole other family. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's like that.
That's what I'm saying. Down south, we couldn't. Come on now. Them guys had growing up. Our daddies and uncles.
But back in the day, they had money. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of around here still sleeping on their mama's couch and still want this woman and that woman.
Okay. Thank you, Mama. Hello.
I don't think the money had nothing to do with it.
Now the money had nothing to do with it. It's probably the D. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Trish.
Hey, Trish, talk to us. What's your thoughts, Trish?
So my point of view is that how is it that everyone is like jumping on Summer Walker about just wanting to be the side chick? She just want to have fun, and it's his responsibility to stay faithful to his woman. I'm pretty sure he engaged with Summer Walker first, and everyone's putting it on her back to turn him down or not want to be, engaging, and she just wants to have fun. How is it her responsibility to stay faithful to this girl if she's not in a relationship with her?
Now listen, I agree with you, but I'm looking at the chat. The chat said another bird on the line.
They said side chick on the line.
It said side chick on the line. Another bird.
No, never the side chick.
Yeah, I'm with
never
you.
The side chick.
I agree with you. There's a part of me that respects what Summer is. Summer's saying, like, look, I just want to be the side. I don't want to be the main. I'm fine being the stuffing, the yams, the mac and cheese. I just think that, it has to be a level of honesty from all parties involved. Summer's already been honest. Now it's up to the man to be honest.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, Maria.
Maria.
Yes, West Side Story. Good morning, guys.
¿Cómo está usted?
Bien, ¿y tú?
That's all I know. Talk to us. What's your thoughts, Mama?
I gotta say, I honestly, absolutely am sure that it can work as long as the side knows her place.
Have you been in that situation before?
I absolutely have. I've been to Turkey.
Okay.
And for the record, I will never be a side.
So you said that the side needs to know her place. So clearly in this situation, the side knows her place. So what should happen now?
Well, see, what happens is the side knew her place. Let's put that past tense. Because what happens is you go into the situation, the only thing you owe this other person is a choice, right? So when they go into the situation, they go into it knowing exactly what it is. But very often, because women are indecisive as a whole, and when they go into it, all of a sudden they want something different. So then at that point, they have to make another choice.
Okay.
I respect it.
Well, thank you, Mama. Well, what's the moral of the story?
I don't know what the moral of the story is. Okay. I just wanted to have a discussion because I don't want nobody out here to think that, this is something that I want. I'm just saying that when I heard someone saying that, I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
The fact that she know her place and knows what she wants to be is kind of commendable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it has to work if it's open and all the parties know.
Everybody got to be honest. Yes,
and the reason I keep mentioning Neo is because I know Neo gets a lot of flack, but they all understand.
Neo got everybody living together.
They all understand what's going on. And if they all understand, if they happy and they like it, you got to respect it.
Yeah. I mean, a conversation should be had, right? If you're a man and you're in a situation like that, you can't be with one woman, but you want to be with this woman as your main, but then you got a couple other things. I think you need to be honest with that woman about having an open relationship. That's just my personal opinion, because it ain't cheating if you're being honest, right? It's only cheating if you're lying.
Correct.
Be honest about what you want.
Right. All right. Well, that's the topic. When we come back, we got the latest with Loren. Joelle Santana said you might not need to know how to read.
What?
Yep. We'll explain when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
But Nicki Minaj, she put out a text over the weekend. Did you see the text?
No.
Well, she put out a tweet that said, United Nations was a MAGA flex.
Oh, I did see that.
Trump on a text. Y'all should be afraid what I'm about to do next. Now, that's a play off of Jay-Z from On to the Next one, where he says Obama on the text, y'all should be afraid of what I'm about to do next. Now, people got at her and say, leave Trump alone. You shouldn't be riding with Trump. And, they got at her, but she didn't respond to that. Childish Gambino, he talks about health issues. Did you know he had a stroke?
No, I had no idea.
Was doing this world tour, was having lots of fun. I had a really bad pain in my head in Louisiana, and I did the show anyway. I couldn't really see well. So when we went to Houston, I went to the hospital, and the doctor was like, you had a stroke. And the first thing I thought was like, here I am still copying Jamie Foxx. That's really like the second thing. The first thing was like, I'm letting everybody down. I know it's not true, but I've broken my foot. I always promise Ireland I'm gonna be there. and I still haven't been. And they found a hole in my heart. So I had this surgery, and then I had to have another surgery. So they say everybody has 2 lives, and the second life starts when you realize you have one.
Why is he giving us health updates to a beat?
Well, he was performing actually at a show in L.A. And
really?
While
that
he
was a show?
Yeah, while he was performing.
That was some good-ass audio from a show.
The guitarist was playing the guitars. He was talking to the crowd about what happened and you know, what happened with him and his hole in his heart.
I would like to hear him go deeper on that conversation. You know, whenever I hear issues like that, because he's a young man. I know the chat is like 42, 43, maybe?
If he's that old, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's definitely like 42, 43. But it's just like when I hear, conversations like that, I want to hear more because I just want to know what was going on with him health-wise, because I want to know what can I avoid if possible.
No, you're absolutely right. And the fact that he said he got a headache, which made him go to the hospital, which told him he had a stroke, that scares me. All right. And lastly, like I told you guys, Loren LoRosa is out. She's on the beach right now. So she wrote this. So she said, Meg Thee Stallion's man, her baby. This is how she wrote it.
Klay Thompson?
Yeah. She said, got into an argument with Ja Morant.
Ja Morant.
I said Ja Morant. How did I say? Ja Morant?
Yes, girl.
She wrote Jay.
What's going on?
I don't know. Got into an argument with Ja Morant. Ja Morant was actually on the sideline. He wasn't playing in the game. They had just tripped Cooper Flag, and Klay Thompson was standing up for Cooper Flag. They got into a big argument. Ja Morant called him a bum, and you should retire. And Klay Thomas, he responded after the game.
With Ja, he's a funny guy. He has a lot to say all the time, especially for a guy who rarely takes accountability. But you know what? That's for another day.
What did Ja have to say on this occasion?
Nothing of intelligent depth. It was really just running his mouth. He's been running his mouth for a long time, and it's funny to run your mouth when you're on the bench. It's kind of the story of his career so far, just leaving us wanting more. You know, we all want to see him out there and do his best, but he's just been letting a lot of other stuff get in the way of that. And we need that in the NBA. We need our best players to be out there, and when you're a star, it comes with a great responsibility, and I hate to see that go to waste.
Dropping the clues bombs for Klay Thompson. That was a very classy response.
It was.
I agree with all of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Ja Morant should be the new face of the NBA. He should own the league. Like the league should be in the palm of his hands.
That's
like
right.
Honestly, the 2 best players in the NBA right now should be, well, at least top 5 should be Zion Williamson and Ja Morant, both from South Carolina. But
no, you got Ant-Man, you got Wemby.
I said should be.
Oh, should be.
If they were both playing at the level we know they both could play at.
Want them to play at, yeah.
Yes, they would be top 5 players in the NBA right now, no question.
Yeah.
If they would have both reached their full potential.
As expected, yeah. But they're not top 5. All right.
Yeah, because, Zion let snacks get in the way, and Ja let scraps get in the way.
Jesus. All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren. All right. Thank you so much. I was going to say thank you, Loren, but I am saying thank you, Loren, because I know she's listening right now. And he's 42 years old. How you listening right now when you're supposed to be on the beach? She texting
what time
every
is
second.
It where she at?
I don't know.
Where she at. Hold on. It's 9 a.m. over there. How the hell she drunk at 9 a.m.?
I don't know.
God damn.
I don't know. All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren. When we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. Get your request in right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, we got a salute to Brandy Evans for joining us this morning.
Salute to Brandy Evans, man. Love her story, man. Love her story about being a caregiver. Make sure you check her out on Reasonable Doubt and the new season of P-Valley whenever it comes back, because I don't know when it's going to be.
That's
and,
right.
And I want to salute my niece, Chris Carolyn, in Charleston, South Carolina,
What's up,
man.
Chris?
Yeah, salute to Chris. This Friday, Chris is doing her Princess Diaries podcast live in Charleston, South Carolina, at 720 Magnolia Road. The name of the venue is the Magnolia Room. Cartier Brown is going to be one of the guests, as well as AJ from the We Talk Back podcast, and I will be there as well. So the Magnolia Room this Friday, 720 Magnolia Road, Charleston, South Carolina. Come join Chris Carolyn and myself. We'll be out there this Friday.
Yep, and also salute to Golden Corral. Golden Corral came up here and They put a whole spread out here for Thanksgiving. I mean, they got turkey. They got, if you are into Thanksgiving and love Thanksgiving food, from macaroni and cheese to collard greens to green beans to ham to honey fried chicken. I mean, they put everything out there. So salute to Golden Corral Bronx. And they are open for Thanksgiving, right? Yeah, they're open. Yeah, they're open for Thanksgiving. They said that's their second busiest day, Thanksgiving. So if you don't want to cook, you can always pull up to Golden Corral Bronx. All right.
I bet you it's cheaper to go to Golden Corral.
Hell yeah.
Nowadays than like trying to buy a whole big feast.
Absolutely.
If you and like 10, 15 family members just go to Golden Corral and split the bill, I bet you it's cheaper.
I'm sure it is. When we come back, we got the positive note, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, man. I want to tell you something about consistency, man. Well, persistence as well. But I want you to know that being persistent may lead you to the door, but consistency is the key that unlocks it. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?